Well, walking the dog has turned into a midnight frog patrol. Oh, look here. Now, I just did this earlier today. And you can see already I've got 2 tree frogs right here. I've been hearing them all night. One down there, he's saying, "Hey, come down here with me." That one up there ain't too sure yet. But in the morning, I'm going to have a bunch of eggs in here. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's just see if we can get a little closer. Look like probably gray tree frogs. There we go. First night. There's another couple of so that were in here. All this rain that we have in the forecast. They know it's time. They know. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. There's 3 there. There's 3. They're going to be a scrap. Look at them, how cute they are. I don't want to disturb them too bad. Yep. Make y'all stars on YouTube. Here's another one hanging out right there. They know where everything is around here. They know all the water. I have to get that one to sign a waiver. I don't think I know him. There's probably a bunch living down in here, down in the well. My dog is upset. We're upsetting my dog out here. Nobody in here yet. All right, that'll be it for today. Well, last night, despite me hoping that there was going to be eggs in here today, I don't see any eggs. So I probably spooked them a little bit, having a giant come in and messing up their mating area, their intentions. There may be some in there that I can't see. I'm pretty sure, though, there will be some in there soon. I'm not going to keep pestering them at night. Like having a giant come in the middle of a singles bar and start shining a light in everybody's face, that's going to shut the action down real fast. Yeah, but we do have some over here. We have some that they've laid in the open water with nothing to attach them to. I may go ahead and move these over here. Now I have a lot in the big pond. I don't know if y'all can see. I think you can. I can barely see from the glare I'm getting here. Let me turn around. Hey, that's a smart idea. Let me turn around. Let's see, where's my finger? There's my finger. Yep, so we've got eggs right there. There are little eggs scattered all throughout the salvinia. And I'm probably going to scoop some out and add them to the tank. Or do I? I wanted to get this activated today. Maybe I'll just bring in a little bit of air. Maybe I'll just restart this with a little air and not make it too turbulent for them. Just going to go in here and catch a little of that nice and gently. That's what I'm going to do in here. Maybe I'll, well, there's a big batch over here. Let's see. I am directly over this water in a weird way. Getting off balance is key. So we have a few here. We'll go ahead and artificially froginate this little bit here, and maybe those little guys will come on for us. I'm hesitant. You see, they're floating up to the top. I'm hesitant to mess with eggs a whole lot. Oh, I don't like to disturb them during the egg stage. When they're tadpoles, yeah, I still may have to do some of that. Okay, I've moved a few eggs now, a few frog eggs into the tank, and I've got them some oxygenated water. Now, what you're seeing here is something that most people are familiar with. I mean, I've already shown you an aquarium here. And now, here's a simple aquarium pump. Most people, if you're watching YouTube, you've seen an aquarium pump and a filter. It's pumping water, and the water goes up and brings water up from the bottom. That is what I use here in my aquaponics system. I use the same airlift technology that comes from that same filtering system. There's a couple of scientific names, the Bernoulli principle, and let's see, the Venturi effect. There are many resources out there online, on YouTube, about aquaponics. I encourage you all to go out and if you're interested in anything like this, to learn about aquaponics, and for that matter, hydroponics. There's so many ways to grow your own food. So many. What I've got here is the simplest of setups, okay? This is just a water bottle with these two air stones going down in it to prepare, or to deliver air, lots of little air bubbles, and that's taped with electrical tape to a piece of PVC pipe. Got a little angle there, and boom, magic, water flows out that end. The air bubbles that show up at the bottom, what's the bottom now of this little apparatus that I've made, they're down there deep, right? They're under pressure. They rise. The air is lighter than the water, so it rises. As it rises, it brings water with it and shoots it out here. Now, this is the simplest little setup I could do today. Things have not gone as planned today. There's no big flashy Shed Wars episode where I'm talking smack to somebody. Although I think there needs to be. I need to make one, because from somewhere on the woodcutter channel, I keep hearing all this yeah. And I hear, and he's got an impressive garden now. He's got a lot. I don't have that much here, so I can't talk that much sass back to him. But everything I hear out of that boy is a bunch of Arkansas. Okay? There's you got Arkansas, but I think it's pronounced Arkansas. That's what I hear from the man. So today, no big smack talking episode. Today, just wanted to bring you a little bit more about this, and to introduce folks to different ways of gardening. Aquaponics is not new. Okay? There's a very old system of gardening called Chinampas that was developed by the Aztecs down in Mexico City thousands of years ago. There was a huge lake there, a huge lake that they've been filling in over the centuries. And what they did to grow their food was a lot of the same principle that you see right here. They had floating islands in that lake. That lake was covered in these floating islands that they made. Trees that tolerated a lot of water were used to anchor them. They built those islands up with reeds and things that would float, and then they drug up the muck from the bottom of the lake, and put it up on top. They made their own place to grow food. Out in the open waters of that lake, and it's an extremely productive system. You're growing right on top of water. How does it get better than that? Okay, Chinampas. If you get on there on YouTube or online, you can find some amazing things. Who was it? Matt Powers. Matt Powers did an amazing video of that, where he went down and toured them. or one of his friends did. I forgot now. I would suggest checking that out as a resource. I guess today will be a little bit about air and water. As I'm an Aquarian, those things mean a lot to me, and I guess it comes out this way. I asked my friend over at Cosmic Chariot, I'm like, why do they consider an Aquarius an air sign if we're bringing water? So we're like the clouds and we bring the rain. That was his explanation, and it makes sense to me. So I'm playing out here for the last couple of years with air and water. It's amazing. If you want to get a good look at what air can do to help you move water, let me show you this guy right here. Now, I've watched there's an enormous amount of information out there on YouTube. This is a video from the Ben and Glenn Aquazen channel. When you find that man right there, you're going to find a lot of information. Real slick looking, awesome stuff that you can learn from. Yeah, do you see that right there? That is my main return pipe. Okay, goes all the way back to this tower. I'm not setting that up today. 2 reasons. One, I've got a little thing that I've got to work out right here that developed last year. I've got to fix that before I can really start pumping out the water flow. And then the frogs, but they're oh, I have tried so many times today to make this video and it's just not working. The frog eggs, I'm worried about them, but I'm going to have to get the water moving. Besides, the frog eggs are like fish food right now. The minnows come up to the top and they're going to eat them frog eggs anyhow. So I will get this moving. I wanted to just show you a little bit about that, tell you a little bit about the technology. It's simple stuff. Tell you about Chinampas, and tell you about something else, an idea of mine. Now, you see these rafts floating here. What if you've got a pond or a lake? Do you have something like that? Do you have a way that you can make a floating raft? It's very simple principles. If you've got something that'll make a floating raft, can it hold a little bit of dirt and then hold a plant? This sweet potato, okay, that sweet potato's just been sitting down in that hole right there, living in this fish water and doing okay. The rest of these are okay. Not looking the best. They will later on. I'll have them in some dirt before long. But this right here moves a little bit of air. That moves a lot. That moves so much water, it's not funny. And it gives me overkill of the amount of water that I need, really, or the amount of air. So I have to divert it off in different ways. Yeah. Let's see. I guess I'm going to let that be it for today. I haven't really shown you a whole lot today, shown you about the frogs and everything, but I wanted to get a few of those ideas out there and into your heads, because we got all ages of people and all level of expertise and knowledge. If you've got a body of water, you can make a floating raft out there. If it's fresh water, if you got a pond, make a raft that will hold dirt, okay, and not sink. Tie it off. You can tie that to the bank or whatever and pull it back and forth. It's another way to grow food. Aquaponics, hydroponics, and then you've got Roland's getting it done north of 7. He dropped a video today talking about just going fishing, fish for food, getting it done north of 7. Hashtag fish for food. There can be a lot of food that can be had just by going back and doing a little fishing. Yep. Did y'all hear the frog? It's kicking in there. Hey, I'm gonna not let this get any longer. Tomorrow I'm gonna see if I can get something moving here, maybe some higher volume of water, and go from there. But it's coming one way or the other. Got too many systems here I need to engage. So from Homestead Aquarius, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Y'all have a great day.